So Donald Trump has decided now not to run for president after spending so much time and so much energy the last few months teasing a run. In fact, given the people I know that he's talked to here in Iowa, Donald Trump's done more the last 3 months to gear up for a potential presidential run than Mike Huckabee, who also recently decided not to run, had done for the last 3+ years. And it sort of makes you wonder, what was the point to all of this? What was the point to the birther conspiracy discussion? What was the point to, the media appearances? What was the point to talking about running for president and the speeches and the tough talk on China? What was the point? If you're not going to run for president, then why do all of this? Now, there's a few options. One could be that he intended to run for president all along, and something came up here in the last few days that changed his mind. Because I can tell you as recently as last week, little birdies of mine were still talking to Donald Trump about him coming to Iowa and competing in the straw poll and competing in the Iowa caucuses. So maybe something's transpired in just the last few days that changed his mind. Or maybe this entire thing was simply a contrived attempt to generate publicity, particularly leading up to the sweeps month of your very popular and highly rated television show, The Apprentice, and then NBC turns around and says, if you're going to run for president, we'll just keep doing the show without you. Who knows? But here's what I do know. The big loser here is the Republican Party of Iowa, because they had a really expensive per-plate fundraiser scheduled to Donald Trump next month, and I can't really think of a valid reason to go and pay for that now if the guy's not going to run for president. I also think a loser here is all of us that like politics as a spectator sport. Because even though I probably could not have imagined myself voting for Donald Trump, given how morally compromised he's been over the years, I have to tell you, I am disappointed that he's not going to run. It would have been a lot of fun seeing him raise Cain and make people uncomfortable with the stuff he was willing to say in this presidential election, which might have prompted some other people to discover that they're not invertebrates after all. That's a sideshow I'm going to miss out on not being able to talk about. Nonetheless, Donald Trump, after teasing us for the last few months, you're fired. Thanks for joining us here at stevedeace.com. If you want to email me, feel free to do so. Steve@stevedeace.com. You can also find me on Facebook at Stephen Deace. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Steve_Deace. God bless.